Hey, this is Eric. Today we're going to check out the Victory Kraken versus the Peavey 6505 Plus. I was recently blessed enough to acquire the Victory Kraken VX100. The Kraken! What we're going to listen to today is two riffs that were originally inspired by jamming through the Kraken. And then I thought about it, I wonder how the Peavey would sit in this mix. So here we are. Now for those cabinets, I used the Victory Kraken Boutique 4x12 in the 2 notes Captor X. So there was no boost, guitar straight into the amp, from the amp into the 2 notes Captor X into the Focusrite, into Reaper. Now this really isn't a versus, one being better than the other. Let's just compare these two and see how they sound stacked up next to each other. First up is going to be the Peavey 6505 Plus. Kraken next, full mix, guitars by themselves, riff 2, full mix, guitars by themselves, and we'll come back and talk about it. So now we're coming back to talk about it. So what I can tell you about playing these two amps for these riffs. First of all, the Kraken is incredibly tight, and the distortion is really quite a bit different than the Peavey 6505. The 6505 in comparison feels like guitar, amp, speaker. And it doesn't feel like there's a direct path between those. Like I feel like if you hit the note, it takes a little bit of time before it gets to the speaker. Where what I can say about the Kraken is there's no delay. It's very direct. So the Kraken is so responsive to what you're doing with the pick. There's no latency. It's the best way I can describe it. With a Peavey, it feels like there's some latency in there, and with the Victory Kraken, there isn't. The other thing I'll say, it took a lot of work to get the Peavey as tight as the Kraken, meaning I had to play around with the EQ quite a bit in order to get it tight and get the right amount of distortion so that it wasn't flubby. Where with the Kraken, I can crank the distortion on it and it never gets flubby. It is a tight amp. But I will say, the Kraken is a dark amp. The Peaveys, in my opinion, there's always been this mid-range frequency about them. And the Kraken is more, to me, it's got more of a Marshall type distortion to it. It just seems like, I don't know, it just seems more in the Marshall family, and the 6505, of course, is in the 5150 family. So they're two different kind of distortions there. So for you, you have to determine which one you like the best. Speaking of which, do me a favor, will ya? Click like and subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like this. Ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. That being said, I'm out of here. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.